going to do in this video is deal with the form entries. Okay, so essentially you are going to have entries in the form that you put on your website. So for example, if I want to look at, I'll go to here, look, actually you can do it a number of different ways. You can go to Darshan and then go to entries, and then you can just keep an eye on them here. Now if you wanted to, let's say, trash any of them, you just, let's say some of them are spam or something and they're not real bookings, or they're duplicate bookings and things like that, you can edit them here. Or if you want to view them, if I wanted to send an email to this person, I just click on that, it would open my mail client. I'd say, oh, thanks for booking, you told me you're disabled, exactly, can you tell me how bad or what your needs are, so I can make sure then your needs are met when you arrive, or something. So you can actually use it as a kind of very basic event management tool, not as obviously as advanced as like Eventbrite or anything, but it's still something. Okay, you can resend notifications here to people, and maybe just read around here. Okay, so just read what it does. Now if you wanted to export them, you go to export. So let's say you've run the campaign, you've got 500 bookings. You want to now collate them into a spreadsheet that you print out and then bring to the venue to check who is arriving and their names and things like that. Okay, so what I want to do is export entries. That's the main thing I want to do. So I'm going to do the Darshan form. Okay, now it's going to say, okay, so which fields do you really want? Okay, so I definitely want to know their name, their first and their last name, maybe their spiritual name, email. Is that really important? I'll put it on phone, country, maybe language. No, I'm going to leave some of those. Okay, so seating arrangement. You can just tick all of them, or you can just tick some. It's up to you. It's going to just basically dump it all into an Excel spreadsheet anyway. Okay, so let's just say, yeah, that's enough. Right. I come down here to press download export file, and I put that on my desktop. Now it's a CSV file, so if I double click on it, let's see what opens. It opens it in my default spreadsheet, which is numbers on a Mac, but it would open just fine in a Excel sheet. So if I open up Excel, let's just double check on that. I'll just have to go into here. There you go. Open up that. What I might do is I might just, if it stops bouncing around, I'll just drag onto here. That'll work. Okay, yeah. So that's also gone into there. Okay. Now the question asks, okay, so I want to manage the data. Can I do it? A question I get asked a lot: can I manage all of the data here, like a bit like an event manager? The answer is no. All this does is collect the data. If you wanted to sort it by country, or sort it by gender, or sort it by age, or whatever else, you would do that in your spreadsheet tool like Excel or Pages, not Pages, Numbers, or whatever you're using. And maybe if you want this left aligned, you would use this. So what you do is you use your spreadsheet for managing the data once it's been pulled down, and then from here you can either send it to SBN or do whatever you need to in your own country to manage the booking system. Okay, so I'll just close that down because it's just the fake bookings anyway, but you get the general idea. You would come into your website, press export, and then go through the process of exporting the data from that particular registration form. Okay.